Hello, welcome back. Today we are going to be filling another spread in my sketchbook. My guests with a keen eye will recognize that the sketchbook's a little dirtier than the last time you saw it. And that is good news, I assure you, because it means I've been drawing outside of filming. Creative juices have been flowing. So, never mind that depressing picture. I'm doing just fine, I assure you. We'll just go to this new page. I had two words come to mind the other day, and I'm sure it's not original by any means, but I've purposely not looked up any references or Googled it in any way, and that is CROCS in CROCS. The idea inspired me so much that here I am, okay? Let's zoom in a little and get started. I'm gonna start with a pencil. So there's multiple routes we could go with this. We could do hyper-realistic. Don't make me laugh. Please. Or we could do cutesy wootsy. So first I'm gonna try and draw it with no reference. And then I think I'll probably look up what a crocodile actually looks like, because I'm sure I'll be pretty far off. Oh my gosh, what? It's like an evil looking duck. I don't think they have quite so much forehead. Maybe they're a bit more T-Rex, since I'm doing him upright, because he's gonna be wearing little shoes. Some space for leg. It's just occurred to me I'm not entirely sure what Crocs look like either. So Crocs are those shoes with the holes in them. I don't know what they're considered, to be honest. But they do have a name for themselves. And I think on that we can all agree. Oh, that one was already labeled paint water, and I labeled it a second time. I'm getting distracted. Probably end up using markers or something. I gotta put them in some kind of fit. Sweatshirt. I feel like their noses are wider. And what's the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? Because it has to be a crocodile. I don't want people on the internet coming after me and be like, you drew an alligator. It's really looking like a dinosaur. Which I guess makes sense. I have drawn far more dinosaurs than crocodiles in my lifetime. Doesn't help that I'm drawing it anthropomorphic. The objective is fun and not perfection. I think she's wearing little leggings. She's like on her way to her workout, you know? That cheekbone. It's nice, but well, actually. Okay, here's my first attempt. I think I'm gonna flatten the head just a little bit more. That's so square though. Wait. I'm just using a HB pencil. Yep. Yep, HB. Here's our first little attempt at our croc and crocs. Or croc and crocs. Crikey, it's a croc and crikey, it's a croc. Crikey, it's a croc in crocs. I can't do accents. But it's time for some references to save us. I'll just use Pinterest, I guess. Crocodile nails. Crocodile nails? Well, I've missed an opportunity. Wait, I love these. Okay, so they have more spiny. Oh, and tail. I totally forgot the tail. Wait. Isn't this just amazing? I'm also feeling quite... I'm also feeling quite inspired by this anthropomorphic shark with his daughter. I will go ahead and save these on a board so that I can just link everything I'm looking at for you guys. I'd really like to use some color, especially since there's nothing on the other side of this page. That means I need a colorized pencil. Yeah. We'll just experiment. We will experiment. I'm already seeing a lot of ways in which this little lady could improve. So what I think would be fun actually is if I draw some more here, and then I can like kneaded eraser her and draw over top and see what I've learned. That sounds smart. I'm gonna just draw this face straight up. They put their eyes like really close together, and there's like a wide mouth. My blue kneaded eraser that I've been using. I gotta use this old decrepit one. So the eyes are almost on its own thing. The head comes out from behind with some stuff. And we got the neck. This one kind of all joins there, and the nose is here. I don't know what I'm looking at. Wow, I'm trying to copy it and it's not working. Think of this shape, and we're gonna draw some eyes with, I like this curvy shape on the nostril there. It's like the edge of the cheek. It does the same thing on the other side. Oh, I see. These kind of protrude a little that way, but not by much. Okay, something's coming here. And then there's the, I don't know what those are called on the back. I should look that up. What are the protruding parts on the back of a crocodile? Scoots? The protruding parts on the back of a crocodile are called osteoderms or scoots. I like the word osteoderm. I don't know. But the scaly bits, we'll just go with scaly bits. I like how round and bulbous his arms are. All right, here's one with reference. A cartoon looking crocodile. Drawing that however many times I just drew it definitely helped me see more of the shapes. I love like this part and the way the chin kind of connects into the torso. And then I do want to throw in some color here. So we think of it as that kind of triangle bird beak shape thing. And then it has the nose, which kind of comes up at the end, which we would put little nostrils here somewhere. And then we could actually open the mouth if we wanted. So it kind of gets skinny. And then you got the neck. And then the eyes. Seems like most people draw them pretty close together. And then there's like the ridges over them. And from there it kind of goes backwards. So we can erase this line. So this one's a little bit more exaggerated there. Teeths. Gotta get a feel for it, I guess. That's not bad. I did that one without reference. I kind of copied the eye. I kind of mixed these two eye ideas together. Oh, I forgot the scales. I've just decided to call them scales. The arms would be here. Probably some pretty thick arms because like alligators, well, crocodiles are really low to the ground and thick. He looks so friendly and scary at the same time. Not bad. Osteoderms or whatever they're called. Back here. I want to throw some color on some of these, like some greens. Oh, that's, I want something a little bit more pastel like this. That is so much more saturated. Well, maybe if I use like yellow for the belly and then we can use that green just to make sure. I don't know how much I'll be layering. So if we give a yellow tummy, which would be like pretty much anything underneath this. Oh, this might be a little bit dark of a yellow. Experiment with the colors a little bit and then we'll use that green. This feels a little too cartoony, and I don't mean that in a my art isn't cartoony way, but in they're just both very vibrant colors, and I would like it to be a little bit more subdued. I would like a little more subdued than that. It is giving T-Rex. Ooh, see, like that. That's what I was thinking. Guacamole. I'm trying to be good and actually write down the colors so I don't have to swatch them 10,000 times. Could probably use this for some like pattern. Ooh, okay. I wonder if it's been so long since I've really used markers. But if I take like something gray and go over the yellow, will this create the vibe I'm going for by using layers? Use that for the eyeballs. I do love the way that's lifting. That looks really nice. Honestly, I just started really liking it. I think it's the like hue shift with the gray. It's very fun. I wonder what would I have to use on the green to do the same thing. I also could use some like acrylic. It's kind of fun. So he looks super friendly, which is nice. Got a little liner to the eyes at least here. I like parts, I don't love other parts. So let's try and seek a greater understanding of this. And I still haven't like drawn a tail, so there's one. Oh shoot, I used the wrong pencil. Let's draw like a more realistic version with the proper like location of things. This looks like a salamander, wait. Their legs kind of bow in, it looks like. Kind of like a turtle. And they have a head. It's about here-ish. And their eyes. And it's like the Squirtle sunglasses. And then you put an eye in there. And it has kind of a squiggly mouth. If we do just dots for eyes. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. For that. Shorten the bottom jaw a little bit. Add a nostril. In my style, it looks more like a Pokemon than a... Well, so I think the legs are still too long. If I lower the body. Ooh, wait, that line made a big difference. I instead of going down under the eye, I erased it and went over. And it creates this like shape. My commentary is so educational. And you got all these little thingies. And they go down the tail. Do a little squiggle for a knee. Hey, okay, and then we want this all to be the lighter yellow color, I'm thinking. We're missing one leg back here, so I'm gonna try and figure out where that would be. I think like this. Ta-da! I just realized I could be being misled by Pinterest, and they could be showing me alligators when I'm asking for crocodiles. So after I finish coloring this, I'm going to look up what the difference is. And if there is a definitive visual difference, I probably should figure that out if I'm planning on creating a visual representation of one. You know what I'm saying? All right, so for this one, I want to try that darker green, which is YG12, or guacamole. Well, this is definitely gonna be the darkest part of it, so let's start there. Oh, this color, oh, it's so pretty. But will I be able to get texture? Well, we'll find out. Get out of here. And those bumps almost need to be a darker color. We'll just fill that all in. Now, some may say this leg is not realistically accurate. And to that, I say, it makes me happy. It looks like a little frog. Now the trick is, can I make them match? Still like that one the best. As you'll know, as you may notice, I have not erased it since its original incarnation, which means I definitely really like it. This is actually lightening up as it dries, and I like it even better. When does that happen? And we will get back to the crocs once we are done figuring out the crocs. I like that color way better than this. This is like almost like the Barney of crocodiles, and this color is so much better. This is when you're gonna end up with bleeding through the page. Now I do like this yellow when I go with the gray over it, so I'm probably gonna end up doing gray over the whole thing. I think it's still a little too vibrant. So I will go over that whole thing with our porcelain. I always grab the wrong side just to desaturate it a little bit. Pull back on that. What's a croc? Need something a little bit more go-getcha. I wonder if this would work. I know this does not like markers on top of it, but if I'm going over top of markers, maybe it's not so bad. Love it. I might actually do a second layer of gray. And we could probably even do like a light purple over all of it for a little shading. Try it on this spot. I always experiment in the darkest areas. Hey, okay. It's a crocodile! Do-do-do-do-do. It's a crocodile, and it's not looking so shabby. Have you seen the progress? Let us try moving back towards anthropomorphic. Actually, I just realized it might be really funny to see a crocodile that's on all fours in Crocs. Unfortunately, he's a horizontal space, and I only have this vertical space left, unless I try to make him really small. I guess I could go across the divot. Oh, wait. I promised myself I would see what the difference was between a crocodile and an alligator. Because we don't want no alligators in Crocs. That just isn't as fun to say. Crocodiles have a narrower V-shaped snout, lighter olive brown tones, and both upper lower teeth are visible. Oh, so we can at least do this to make him a crocodile. From the upper and lower teeth. And then they have V-shaped snouts. Like, it can't be as soft as this. Maybe this is crocodile, that's alligator. Alligators are typically darker while crocodiles are lighter. I'm gonna ignore that fact and just use the colors I wanna use. Oh, that's what they mean from above. So a crocodile, we're having a little lesson here. Crocodile's head from above. So you got your cheeks here, your little eye here, little eye here. And then you have your snout is more U-shaped like Barney with nosies. And you don't really see teeth. Whereas a crocodile has more of a V shape. See the U, see the V, and more visible teeth. Hey, I learned something. All right, now that that lesson's over, let's try and draw our crocodile in Crocs. I'm going to draw a squiggly line for his body. So this will be where the leggies are. We have a body and the back leg. And then the tail can be nice and squiggly, but not too high. It does keep itself pretty low to the ground. And then we have to make sure it's V-shaped. And a little squiggly chinny eyeball. And then we have the eyes kind of, well, that's kind of cute. And then come around this way. This is where its leg is. Now, how do we want the leg to look? Probably coming inwards. Oh, we got to put a croc on there. I almost forgot. Then this leg will come up from here. How do I put Crocs on these funny looking feet though? It was in that moment all her plans changed. Ooh, wait, this is working. I'm learning things. Okay, keep going. You ever notice I say okay when I'm like trying to shut myself up? I'm gonna try and not do that. That doesn't seem like I'm being very kind to myself. We need the teeth going up and down. Where they go, I don't know. Where did it come from? Where did it go? I don't want him to be smiling, but how do you make a crocodile smile? Isn't that a song? I'll just give him a little eye there. And see the other eye and put this line in here. What was that line I really liked? Went Yep, I do still like that. Can't say I ever really noticed, but don't forget our little fun stripes over there. And then we need those opidermy things. I'm gonna make them a little bit simpler. Every time I look over at that one, it's like judging me. I honestly don't want to put Crocs on him now that I love these funny feet. I made an ode to that foot. Now I have 4 more feet that make me that happy. And I'm about to put shoes on them. Now do we want it in sport mode? I'm gonna make them really short. Draw like a croc shape. And that comes this way into a shoe. I'm having regrets by a beautiful foot. And then they have a bunch of holes in them. There is a croc in a singular croc. And then we have to do another one here. Goodbye. Oh, the agony of covering over that foot. And maybe it'll all be worth it in the end. Well, just not so sure about this anymore. But I had no idea how much I love little reptile feet. I'm now paying the price for creativity. Look what that foot's become. It's just a blob with 3 circles on it. Okay, it is making me smile. Once I get over my grief, I think I will like it. And maybe one day I will even forget what those feet once looked like. To lighten it up. Oh, I just noticed something about the croc. They kind of do the crocodile thing where they come up a little. Maybe that's why they're called crocs. Wow, that made it so much better. Wow. Who'da thunk? Who'da thunk learning how to draw crocodiles would make me better at drawing crocs? All right, we'll start with the yellow. This is a new one. It's lemon chiffon. A good old Copic. Ooh, that's even darker. That's kind of useful. We'll keep you out. I bet I could go back over with the yellow. Blend it out. Nice, nice. We love it. I was talking in the last video kind of about how I feel like this sketchbook doesn't hold markers as well. And what I mean by that is like, it just seems patchier. Like it's easier to see where I haven't gone over it. It doesn't blend out as much, which in some ways can be useful. It just depends how you use markers, I guess. But I like it to kind of give us much softer feel, and that doesn't really happen with this paper. You really can see exactly where you put the marker and where you haven't. Yeah, I love that stripy tail. I almost never use these like bright pink colors. Yeah, see that? Hot pink. Not sure what to do about the holes. I guess I'm filling that all in and we'll figure that out when we get there. Okay, I'm having fun again. I've gotten over my grief. I actually kind of missed the darker yellow, which I didn't think I would say. So I'm going to do it, mostly because you can't see the teeth. There's no contrast. So we're just going to come back over here and add in a little bit of it. Yeah, I like that better. I'm going to try and draw in the little holes. That's a little too dark, isn't it? I did swatch it, but it's looking different now. That's better. Now I want to put in a little line art action once these teeth dry. I did like this pen, so I'll try that again. Oh, he looks so happy. I don't know why. I need to add his little epidermal something, the derms, you know. Come back this way so that there's rows of them. I almost want a thicker liner. It's hard to see. Let me see. I think I have a thicker pen of this exact pen. The croc. Oh, those little lines made a big difference. Crocs. Crocs, crocs. Is he done? What the? How'd we get here? Our officially first croc in Crocs. Look our cuties. All right, we want to start drawing them a little bit more anthropomorphic, I'm thinking. Put them in some outfits. I don't know what I'm doing. I got lost in my head. Just started making marks. I feel like I'm ready to just go all in with my original plan. Should I go over here and redraw her first? So take my kneaded eraser, lighten her up. I will draw over top of it with our new knowledge. So from this, I want this to kind of come, probably want to pull the snout a little lower. It comes out a little bit more. Put the eyes here. This line that I really like. Oh, this is completely changing the shape. And the little snoot sticks up a little bit. Nostrils point outwards on him. And teeth go both ways. Just going through the knowledge base here. A little bit of a double chin. Not quite as much as this guy, but we'll see how this looks. Do I want the legs to be more blubby? I don't know. Now it's lost a lot of life in the eyes, so I might try to give it a slightly cartoony eye. There you go. I think that's more in line with the original vision. Sweatshirt, torso. Kind of want it to stand a little bit more like a T-Rex, like this. Like have the pelvic bone a little further back. And then we have a tail. These things. And then the Crocs. Kind of want to give her legging shorts. I love it so much. Okay. I don't want to make the double chin a little bit more. A little more. Find our lines in here. Pocket. Then let's figure out the Croc situation. Or the other Croc situation. Now that we know what Crocs look like. We've got the band. And then this kind of sticks up a little bit. And then there's the heel. There's a little like nut bolt thing. Oh, best yet. Now I have to draw it from this other angle. The yellow button. Oh, I wish I could color it. Ah! Wow. Okay, so you can't see the old one anymore, but just imagine it. Did we improve it? I think so. Which shows you how important it is to do your research. Look, oh, and I forgot something actually. The little something derms. Now, I can't color it because I did it in pencil, and that would look really ugly, and the lead would go everywhere. But we seem to have made some progress. You know what I could do? Wait, I'm thinking. I'm trying to figure out what I want to put here. I feel like I've kind of accomplished my idea and even come back to the start and finished it. But we still have space left. What do we do with it, though? What do we do with it? I could do something inspired by that daddy shark and draw a daddy and a little girl alligator. We have our daddy alligator. Oh no, taking up too much space. Well, actually, we should make sure he fits on there better. This just looks like a fur alligator. Is that what it's called? Fur alligator? I don't know what pose I'm going for. I'm like looking at the original and I'm trying not to copy it exactly, but my brain wants to copy it exactly, and then I end up with this mushy thing that's halfway between two ideas. What if daddy's looking down and baby girl down here in her little Crocs looks like he's gonna eat her? Maybe if I make them holding hands. Wow, this does open up the opportunity to have hands that look the way I want them to, even if the feet are covered up. Just trying to figure out the pose. I think the legs need to be shorter if I want it to be alligator, though. We'll give him a tail. Definitely need to soften that face. Lower this back. How do I make him smile? Where have we come? It's a little too beefy. Looking more Godzilla. Okay, I don't hate it, but it's just not what I want to be drawing right now. The vision. It was solid enough. Should do like a thumbnail or something. What if we go with more of a blocky shape? Find our structure, and that could actually be where the tail comes from, but then the legs could be... Wait, that's kind of funny. So you'd have a really long belly, right? And then from up here, we have a head. Kind of looks like a cobra, but bear with me. Give it a little face, right? And teeth going both ways because he's a crocodile. So I put some like legit clothes on him. Wait a minute. We hold his daughter's hand. Kind of want him to look down then, but that's when he starts looking evil. Then she would have like the same kind of structure, but then she'll be wearing the Crocs. Wait, this is kind of cute. We're encroaching on his territory, but I could turn the tail this way in some strange fashion, potentially. And I want him to look downwards. This is where the head is. Then it would kind of come outwards. Make sure it's V-shaped. Just the same thing, but like a little higher maybe. See, now he looks angry. What did I do? The last one looked so friendly. And he looks a little bit more like a salamander. Shoot, should have stuck with what I had. We've lost it. These are the shoulders. That might help. We got shoulders. It's feeling very stiff all of a sudden. Maybe she didn't know enough and she bit off more than she could chew. Now there's so many lines. What's a girl to do? Let's see if this one's even working out. Because if I can't get this side either, you gotta put a bow, a little shirt, little poofy sleeves. I don't know why I'm putting clothes on them. I don't know why I drew them anthropomorphic. A lot of questions. that sometimes there just isn't an answer to. She's coming along. I'm gonna put little ribbons to look like hair. Maybe if I bend his torso a little more, so it looks like he's bending over, it won't feel so stiff. Hey, wait, something happened somewhere along that. At some point, it started looking better, and I will take it. Looking at his daughter. Squishy arms. Guess he needs to wear a shirt. What about glasses? There we go. Instantly friendlier. Grandpa Gator. I'll try to put pants on something where the tail comes down so far. Looking like an alligator. I'm a crocodile. Crocodile, crocodile, crocodile. I kind of want to make it a grandpa now. And we need the Crocs on these feet. I feel like he's got to wear like an Argyle sweater, right? Right? Is that what everyone's thinking? Although I'm not sure I want to color an Argyle sweater. Do we give him pants? Even though it really doesn't make sense because of the way the tail is happening. Let me think about that for a second. Just see what a little rolled up nerdy pants would look like. Wait. Kind of funny. Does give grandpa. I should have put them way up here if I was doing grandpa though. So they would be like, all right, we ready for some color? Enjoy it while it lasts. Let's use the colors we know, like guacamole for the darker part. I should have exaggerated everything if he's a grandpa. Next time, I guess. I'm gonna keep his little feet. Why? Because grandpa's barefoot, that's why. And then I'm just gonna color the tail behind this leg, and we won't talk about how the pants end. Now, do we want the girl to be slightly brighter color maybe because she's younger? Could do with that YG 150. Let's try it. If we don't like it, we can go back over it. Now, I liked the yellower more than the light yellow. And I forgot to leave space for this. Oopsie. This should all be white. I'm gonna try and go over it with the colorless blender. See if I can lift it. Hey, it's kind of coming. It's kind of coming. Yeah, it just looks like it's in shadow. That's not so bad. Now, we need more colors. I think we can just stick with this since we have it out for her Crocs. And we need something kind of dark to go over this space that we blended out. Hopefully this can do the trick a little bit. We could also go over it with a little acrylic if we need to. I want like a tan color for his pant. Also, I didn't move, oh no, I didn't move this. Ah, we already lost that page. Oh well. Any future damage. Actually, that would be a really good pant color. What was it? I didn't write it down, but I remember it because it was Lipstick Natural. One of my favorite markers. Again, we're ignoring how these pants work. They're just fine. Kind of want to make this more blue. It's gonna come off green because there's yellow under it. But, oh, that would have been a cool skin tone for her, actually. Scale tone, scale tone. I guess I should have put him in Crocs to fit in with the theme. Pink shirt for her. Let's throw in some line art. Oh wait, gotta do the teeth. And they gotta go both directions. Can't forget that now that I've learned it. And then we'll figure out if we want to change a little something to that up. Oh wait, there's also something else we can do while we're waiting. Add in these, which I've completely forgot what they're called. Try not to put my hand in the wet teeth. That's a weird sentence. We'll squint him a little bit. Maybe that'll make him more grandpa. Bit of a smile. Oh, that's working. Hey. And these glasses look fabulous. I only drew them once. Let's see if they work out. Not too shabby. Why does that make me so happy? And the shirt. I really need to sit down and just learn how to draw collared shirts. I think it would improve a lot of my art. And this little hand holding. Someone who likes clothes as much as I do. I did not give these outfit designs the time of day they deserved. So that's basically the top color, isn't it? I'm liking it quite a bit. Just add a little highlight on this. This little, just struggled a little bit with the lower regions, but you know, I made something. It's a very stiff chisel. Ooh. Yeah, this one writes nice. Woohoo! This was actually a lot of fun. Even if I just want to draw like their feet right now. I draw like these little froggy feet things meanwhile I'm doodling. Doodlebug. I think that is it for today. God, how much I love that one too. Oh, wow, what a nice productive day. Oh no, it's losing its stick. There we go. Now he's not left out. That just feels better. Now I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. Come along with me on this journey. Hope you guys had as much fun as I did. And I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye!